Hey everyone. Hello. I have this off, right? Yes. Okay. Hi everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday, even though happy is not a word I associate with Monday, but I hope it's not going too bad for you. Hi Angela, Cara, Jacqueline, Christine. Hello. Oh man. Okay. Hi Rosalba, hi Kendra, hi Cameron, hi Lauren, hi Meg. Hello everyone. I am just going to move in a little bit. Okay. I mean, I know I just did this last week, but it's always weird starting to do lives again. It's always a little weird. Okay, today is the 20th. So I need, cause I don't touch my planner on the weekend. I pretty much live on my sticky notes, and then if I do need to go in here, I usually like post plan my weekend, to make sure that I'm like not missing something huge that happened. Okay, so I need this really dark one. The 18th was, what day was that? That was Saturday. What did we do on Saturday? Hold on. I need to. Tyler slept. Oh, it was Malia's second birthday. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's gonna be a 10. Because I don't care what else happened in that day. It was Malia's second birthday, and so it was the best day ever. And then I need this darker one. And then the other thing I did all day was I had my patron live, and then I worked on my island, and then we watched Fast and Furious, the 6th one. So yeah, pretty good weekend. And then on Sunday, it was pretty much doing all orders on Saturday and Sunday for the patron rewards. How'd she enjoy it? She loves her birthday because then she gets a little cake. Well, like a cupcake. But the recipe yields 4, so then she gets it for the next 4, or her birthday and then the next 3 days. Because we did the same thing on Gotcha Day last month. We gave her the cake, the cupcake on her Gotcha Day, and then she got it for the next 3 days. Do I have a favorite Fast and Furious movie yet? Too Fast, Too Furious has always been my favorite. I'm waiting, because we've gotten through all of the Fast and Furious movies except for Hobbs and Shaw. That's the last one we need to do, because we watched a ton of movies. So I did really like the 7th one, but like my heart ached because I knew that after that movie, you know, obviously what happened with Paul Walker. It's so sad. Yeah, I have not seen Hobbs and Shaw yet, so I'm really excited to see it. Hi Anya, hi Aline. Who else am I missing? Hi Zara, hi Ashley, hi Brittany. Hello everyone. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see Hobbs and Shaw. I've heard really good things about it. And yesterday was a lot of watching Fast and Furious. I was a little stressed, so I'm gonna put like an 8. Because I was a little stressed because of stuff that's going on with our appraiser. It's just really annoying. the appraiser didn't do his job correctly the first time and like just kind of dismissed the entire kitchen renovation that was done. He said like the kitchen update was done 6 to 10 years ago, and actually it was about a year and like 2 months ago. So I was very frustrated with that because now I have to do more work. Like, and I explicitly told the appraiser over the phone that it was done, that it was new countertops, new floors, new counters, and all new appliances. So the entire kitchen was redone, and tiling was put in. So it's very frustrating because now I was on the phone all weekend trying to sort out that situation because I just got the appraiser report back. And like they said that we didn't have a refrigerator in there, that we didn't have like a washer and dryer. They made no mention of the new garage door that I told them about, the new slider, the new front door, the new windows. There were no mention of a whole bunch of upgrades that we've done in the past year. So yeah, I'm really annoyed by it. I was on the phone all weekend. Apparently now I am allowed to take photos and send it in an email because they wanted to charge me again to have an auditor come to my home. And I was like, first of all, well, Angela, so that's the thing. They did not actually come to my house. In New York State, they do desk audits. And that was even before the COVID situation, apparently. So we paid for the appraisal. So he looked at old photos and then talked to me on the phone about other things that we've done. So then they wanted me to pay again to have him come to our house. And I was like, well, first of all, it's a pandemic. I don't want him coming to my house, not only for our sake, but for his sake, because we've recently had an exposure. So that makes no sense to me why they would come, especially since that's not the standard process in New York State. So I was like, I'm happy to have another phone conversation again, or I'm happy to provide photos, because all the photos that he had were from when my father-in-law bought the house. So yeah, so it's very frustrating. So now I have to go around, I have to clean parts of the house and take photos of them. But it just gives me more work, and I already have a lot of work. Yeah, and I know I'm ranting a little bit. I'm just very frustrated with the situation. If you're not checking off that the home has a refrigerator, I'm pretty sure you should be calling again to say, oh, do you have a refrigerator? There are very few places in this world, or at least in the United States, that places don't have a refrigerator. So that, and considering all the other updates that we've done to the house, and they did add some of them. They added the porch, they added the bathroom. Can you believe that I would do a bathroom renovation without having a refrigerator in my home? So like it's those types of things. It's very frustrating. So I was dealing with that all weekend. So even though these are high, that's because of other things. So now I have to address all of that today, which is like a significant portion of my tasks today. So that's not fun. Yeah, I agree, Cameron. I agree. And I was going to go back to keto this weekend, and then all of that stuff started happening, and I was like, I'm stressed. I don't need to add getting back into ketosis on top of that. So, hi, Sally. So, yeah, that's why I'm having Dunkin' right now. And my husband very nicely went and got me Dunkin' this morning, mostly because I was annoyed with him for... What did he do? What did he do? I don't remember what he did, but he did something annoying. And I was frustrated with him. So he went and got me Dunkin', so he left a little early so that he could go grab it, bring it to me, and then go to work. Okay, and I didn't ride this weekend, which only added to my stress. So I did not eat healthy. In fact, I ate like utter crap, but that's fine. You can only do so much when you are stressed. I did take my script on Saturday. I forgot Sunday. No, I think that was the opposite. No, I remembered Saturday. I remembered Sunday. I forgot today. And then I ate, so I can't take it after I eat because it's thyroid medication. Up by 7, always. Just always. I need to stop adding this because on days where I want to sleep past 7, it doesn't happen. Bed by 10:30, yes, both nights because I am an old fogey. So I go to sleep very early. Although last night I made it past 10. Look at that. What number are we on? 6. Self-care. Yeah, I practice a lot of self-care because of the stress. And cannolis were one of those self-care things. Shop orders, yes. Patreon, yes. I am somehow, okay, whatever. Patreon, yes. I'm sure one of those other things was, oh, Bed by 10:30, that's the one I forgot. Design, yes to yesterday because I did all of those, what are they? The wallpapers? I did all of those. Cameron, get yourself a cat that wants to wake you up at 5 a.m. and then you'll sleep like a baby every night. That's my suggestion. Okay, I don't have anything to add here. I do have to move some things around somehow in this situation because I totally forgot a video that I needed to do. So I'll figure that out at some point. Not now. It's way too much of a Monday for that. Okay, so the Patreon early release is complete. And my second live stream this week. I have my the second practice sheet this week. I have to do the gold freebie this week. Not today. Not today. And then I did do my weekly with my patrons. Every single month they get one exclusive like setup where they help me do setups and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. It usually goes on for over an hour, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So obviously not closing on the house. I do want to put complete appraisal in here. And I didn't think we were going to close on the house in July. We're likely closing in August. And we are also getting our... Oh, I do want to also get quote to widen our driveway. It's a really popular thing here to have a 1-car driveway, but there's space for 2 cars, and then we also have what's it called? A garage. That's what it's called. But it's very popular to like have your driveway and then just like have a lip out so that you can fit 2 cars side by side. So we want to do that because when Tyler works nights, either I have to take his car or I have to like move his car around, or I have to think ahead of time that like, oh, I need to go out so that he can park his car on the grass, and we don't really want his car on the grass. So yeah, so we're looking into that. Yeah, definitely don't watch horror movies before bed. I just watched the they made a reference in one of the movies to Cabin in the Woods. And I was like, oh, I've seen that. But really, I was thinking of Cabin Fever. So we watched the trailer, and I was like, no, I haven't seen this. And absolutely no, we're not watching this. My poor husband loves horror movies, but I cannot. I can't. I don't find it appealing to scare myself. I understand why people would, like the adrenaline, all that kind of stuff, but no, not me. Oh my God, no. No, Christine. Not me. Yeah, I have nothing to add here. I have a whole bunch to add here, but I'm not going to do it today. I think I'll be able to do it tomorrow with you all, if I can remember what happened. Don't look at that. Don't look at that page that I just hesitated on. Cabin in the Woods isn't a real... You know what? I don't even care if it's not a real horror movie. I mean, my husband says that all the time with, like, the Scream movies. He's like, they're not scary. It's like a comedy horror. But I'm like, no. Aw, Finding Nemo. I miss Finding Nemo. I should watch that. Yeah, Cameron, I'm probably gonna catch up on this tomorrow, because it's Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, I've been like reading before bed, but then I have to put my phone, because I read on my phone, which is terrible for me anyways. So I have to put it away a half an hour before, like, I'm planning to go to sleep. So usually it goes away by like 9:30 or 10, and I like put my phone. I've been sleeping in the living room, so I've been putting my phone like really far away from me, and that's been helping. And then I just watch like an old TV show that I already know everything that happens, so then I'm not like anticipating the next thing. Oh, I watched It. And I really don't like clowns either. That actually wasn't too bad, and don't let Tyler know that I said that, because I won't watch It too. And it was not that bad, the first one. But yeah, just don't tell Tyler. Because I don't wanna. It too is trash. Okay, good to know. Then I'll just tell him that. Oh my God, dolls that come to life. Tyler and I did an escape room with a couple of our other friends. It was down in New York City. It was in Queens. I can't remember what the place was called, but the room that Tyler chose was filled with these creepy ass dolls, and and of course it's an escape room, so it's like kind of creepy, and things like move, and you have to like, you know, use like a black light to like decode a message, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. And one of these freaking dolls moved, and I flipped out. Yeah, Christine, I do that a lot, where, you know, I'll wait until I can watch, like, whatever the entire series is, if they're planning to make multiple movies. Unless I, like, really, really love whatever it is. Like, I mean, like, I didn't do that with the Hunger Games and things like that, but, yeah, I would wait for multiple movies a lot of times. I mean, even with the Fast and Furious franchise, I watched probably the first 3 by itself, and then Tokyo Drift was not that good, so then I like didn't really keep up with 4, 5, and 6. And then I remember seeing parts of all of these, but I never like sat down and watched the whole movie, so it was really nice watching. Well, we did 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, Tokyo Drift, which is 3, and then 7. That's like how you're supposedly supposed to watch it. Oh my god, my husband's made me watch the Purge movies, and those are like, it like hits too close to home nowadays, because I'm like, oh my god, I can see people doing this. And even though the Purge movies were really good, it just like, I can't watch those either. I'm such a baby. I'm such a baby. And I also have like a huge problem with the Purge movies, because like, and I get it, because like this is how society is, where rich people are just better off than everyone else. But like it's such bull that rich people can afford like this whole lockdown situation, and like everyone else is like gonna fend for themselves. And it's only weird circumstances that rich people, and then like rich people watch other people kill each other for fun. Like, god, it's so gross. And I get it, I get the whole point, but like it makes me so mad. Ooh, The Outsider. I'll have to look at that. I love how we go off on like giant tangents, but that's what I love about these morning live sessions, is going off on tangents. So thanks, Sabrina. That's what got us all into this, is me like saying I hate horror movies. I hate it. I can't do it to myself. All right, aside from horror movies, I have to do a referral that is sitting in my inbox. I have to request permit, which I actually already did this morning. But you know how I love to make sure that I can cross stuff off, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hopefully they get it to me today. They're usually pretty good, so then I'll be able to review it. I have to put together the audit questions. So what all this is about is we're not doing inspections right now, so there's a few facilities that we really need to, that are like due for inspections, so we're doing off-site monitoring instead, which is basically doing a quote-unquote inspection at your desk, basically auditing their documents and things like that to make sure, like, when we do an inspection, it's actually going to go quicker, because we've already done a significant portion of like the records review. Cameron, I am 100% about that. True crime podcasts are my favorite. I love those. True crime books are awesome. I love true crime stuff, which I get that doesn't make any sense whatsoever compared to like scary movies, which is usually like a fictionalized thing. And this is like an actual terrible thing that happened to someone. But I love hearing the intricacies of like real things that have happened. I know it's I understand wholeheartedly that it's very my brain works in mysterious ways, but it does. Oh, see, Gore has never really been my problem. I guess part of the reason is because I am married to a doctor, and He often talks about gory things. When he was doing his surgical rotation, I saw such gory photos of like gangrene and like things like that. So that's never truly bothered me. Like bloody scenes all day, like that's fine. It's the suspense that like I just can't do. Okay, and then the last thing is I have to fill out compliance, monitoring, info sheets, and I'm pretty sure that's it for my workday. I don't think I can fit anything else. Oh, for sure, Golden State Killer. Sally, I get it. My dad, I grew up with my poor father. He cannot stand anything gory, which is why when he told me he was watching Walking Dead, I was like, are you serious? Because every single time, if you say the word poop at the kitchen table, he would literally drop his fork and knife and walk out. Like, he would not be able to eat again. So for me, I'm like, are you kidding me that you can watch Walking Dead, but like if he's eating and you say anything gross, like, oh my god, he'll flip out. Yeah, you can't say poop. And meanwhile, my husband's family is a significant portion of them are in healthcare, so they talk about poop all the time. And I'm sorry for anyone that does not enjoy the word poop, but like they talk about it all the time. I know way too much about my husband, like I do. And then we always go to, when we're here, we're often going to dinner or meeting up with people that are also in healthcare. So the things that they talk about, like we had a 4th of July gathering in our backyard where, there could be some distance and people can still drink and, but hang out with each other on the deck, but do it in a safe way. I mean, they're all healthcare, so they're all with each other all the time anyways. But the things that they were talking about at this 4th of July gathering was so crazy. Okay, and then I have print labels here for the patron rewards. Tyler is not going to be able to film today because he is apparently on call now. The other resident apparently is not ready to take call, or the other intern, I should say, is not ready to take call yet. So he has to take call, which is super annoying. Where's my list? So I have to print and cut patron orders. Some of my patrons ordered alongside their rewards, so I'm packing them together. So I'm trying to pack them all a day ahead of time so that in case I am COVID positive, between it waiting for 24 hours and it getting delivered, that time where I think everything on my packaging is like 3 to 5 days that it could potentially exist on the items. So by the time it gets to anyone, they should be able to open it up right away. So I have to have all that done today. To cut vinyl orders. I have to complete packaging, which is pretty much almost done. I have about 90% of them done, and then some of them that are on hold to combine their orders in. And then, oh, complete August sketches. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this because I have to change my nail color. Well, I'm painting over white actually, but I'm gonna be live. So you guys are gonna get kind of a hint as to what my theme could be based on my nail colors, but I think I'm using colors that are like a little out of the ordinary for the theme that I'm doing. So yeah, it'll be okay. You could also just go back in this video if you really care, because I accidentally forgot to skip over that page and it was on the screen for a second. So oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, no lie, I don't mind gore, but the thought of childbirth is absolutely terrifying to me, and that's probably because it would happen to me, or there is a potential that it could happen to me, and that sounds horrific. Absolutely horrific. Okay, and then, oh, washi photos. I'm like finalizing the list of washi that I'm going to be destashing and putting up listings for, so I need to like put photos down for all those. Yeah, I'm sure that was an interesting meal though, Lauren. Okay, and then here's where the list gets really annoying because of this stupid appraisal thing. Watching my brother be born was a very effective form of birth control. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That, no. The thought of it literally terrifies me. And I'm about to be 30, so I know, like, if we want to have kids, it's probably sooner rather than later. But dang, that is not something I'm looking forward to. I have the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Okay. So I have to clean off the kitchen because that is the main thing that I need to take photos of for this appraisal situation. And here is where you will see the list of everything that this person missed. We didn't watch any birth videos, Cameron, in my health class. We had all of the posters of STDs hanging around, but we did not do any birth videos. Yeah, Kelly, I would be the same way. I mean, I know a C-section comes with its own set of complications, but considering I've had so many surgeries in my life, that sounds way more appealing to me than just like literal terrible pain. And rightly so, Cameron. They should have needed parental consent for that. That's a little traumatizing. Wow, Jacqueline, you watched them in 8th grade science. Wow. Yeah, we did not watch that at all. Maybe it's a Florida thing. My high school also was the one that any pregnant teenagers went to, because there was our high school had the only like daycare associated with it. So anyone that was a teenager and was pregnant came to our school because they were allowed to take those classes and take care of their kid during part of the day. We were the only one in our county, I believe. So we had a lot of I think that like that led my school like to like normalize it, I want to say, because like it was never a weird thing in our school to see teenagers pregnant. And I'm not sure if that was like a good or a bad thing, you know, to each their own, and making their own choices. But for us, it normalized it, seeing a lot of teenagers pregnant. And I wonder if they had instituted those videos alongside that, if that might have changed some stuff. Hi, Amy. Yeah, we didn't watch any of those. That's funny, Meg. Yeah, my brother was there for the birth of his son. And then a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened, so I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be terrified. I'm terrified. Okay, so kitchen, windows, garage door, front door, furnace, washer dryer. And I'll have to make sure that I get the fridge in with the kitchen, because apparently they thought we had no fridge. Central air. And sliding glass door. So now I have to write like a commentary of like when these things were put into place, and email it to our whoever our person is at this, because we're obviously getting like a loan. I don't have that much money just lying on me, so we're getting a mortgage and all that. Oh God, saying the word mortgage makes me feel so old. Oh my God. I just had like my life flash before my eyes of mortgage and kids, and oh my God, this whole this whole day is making me think of how old I am. I'm about to turn 30. I'm gonna start crying. Yeah, Jacqueline, I get that. I mean, I fully supported the school, you know, making it work for young mothers. I think it's terrible. And I mean, I understand resources being what they are, you know, schools already have a lack of resources. So I kind of understand. I do think they had to pay like some amount of money, but they basically used it as a home ec class. Like people that were interested in doing an elective because they wanted to go into like teaching and things like that, because teachers were also allowed to bring their kids also. So I know that there were some fees associated with it, like being like a quote unquote daycare, but you also had like kind of free labor for like the like kids that were there taking a class because they wanted to do like elementary education or things like that. Christine, I just said mortgage. That does not make me feel like a girl. $30 is a new 20. Oh, you had a back. First of all, I'm so sorry to hear about your back. I can sympathize so much. My knees are literally 90 years old after all the surgeries I've had on them. They are so creaky. They ache so much. And then especially this time of year where it's raining all the time. Oh my God, my knees are just constantly aching. Oh, that's sad to hear, Meg. I'm sorry that your school was like that. Like I said, it very much normalized it in our school. I don't really remember. I mean, I also like shut out so much of my high school experience to just like my I was on the drum line in my high school band. So like things outside of that experience, I just like don't think about and don't remember. We kind of always knew when there was a girl transferring to the school, like, you know, kind of early or midway into the year. We kind of already knew what the situation was. Yeah, I don't know who allowed me to be a grown-up either. That's because the drumline people were the best, Jacqueline. Although we personally in our high school, the drumline people and the color guard people kind of had a beef because there were so many times where our paths would cross, and for us with I play bass drum, so for those who don't know, when you're playing bass drum and you're marching in the marching band, the bass drum goes in front of you, right? It's on your chest. So then the color guard people will get upset that we don't have a lot of room for them to pass between us when they were going to their next thing. I literally sprained my ankle because they left a rifle on the field, and I can't see down because I had a bass drum. So like all of the other folks in the drum line are able to see a little bit better when it comes to like what's coming up ahead of you and on the ground. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I was friends with a couple of them, but some of them, whew. Oh gosh, bad knees and bad backs for sure. My one of my best friends currently, and one of my coworkers, he was in the military and he hurt his back during a jump. So he's had issues, and we often talk about that like between my bad knees and his bad back, we're just like we're meant to be together. He's so sweet though. He picked out my wedding dress. He's the sweetest. Yeah. But yes, uh band days. I can appreciate that some of the other folks in here know all about it though. I need to I think there was actually one more thing that I wanted to do, but literally escaping me. I need to stop doing this. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the productivity, but I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Happy early birthday! Hi, Katie. That's so excited, Aline. That's so exciting. I need, hold on, I'm gonna put a sticky note. Cause whenever I do lives, I flip around so much that I just like forget where I'm at. Where's a sticky note? Oh yeah, I loved it. The original concept was by the Boosted Journal, and I saw and got a lot of inspiration from Joshi Curran. So if you want like a more detailed, if you want a more detailed look at productivity one, I highly suggest both of those sources. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Drama with the swim and diving teams. I mean, listen, my high school and my band experience, most of the band got along just great. And even with the color guard, got along just great. But our drumline put significantly more time into the marching band experience. We started 2 months ahead of everyone else, because for those who are in band or know about music even, if your percussion section, if your drums are off, everything is off. So we would have to start 2 months ahead of time to do the marching band experience. And then we had our conductors, who are also students, the drum majors. They would come to our rehearsals probably like every other week to work with us. So between our two groups, we worked the most. So we did have that air of superiority involved. And that kind of could sometimes create drama, because we're putting in like, a lot more work. Our, the brass section was always the worst. But, and I'm sorry to generalize this, but most of the brass section were dumb boys and loved to goof off, so that wasn't surprising to any of us. Oh, marching band. I think it's just a brass thing, because brass are generally speaking typically male dominated. So, and it's not saying much for teenage boys, They're not exactly the most disciplined of people. Oh gosh, back in the old days. And actually our drumline, we were pretty evenly split between male and female. So we actually had a really, really good balance. And our instructor, he was like the premier instructor in Florida, so he definitely made us work. Oh, by the way, if you guys can like the stream, I would really appreciate it. Did I join band in college? No. I felt like I had my whole band experience in high school, and I wanted to. I mean, as terrible as it is, because football is not exactly a safe sport. There's a whole lot of issues revolving around football. But college football is something that I grew up with. So I wanted to just experience college football. And when you're in band, you don't get to experience the games the same. Unfortunately, it's just what happens. But yeah, I didn't join band in college. I actually, there was a large group of us that would paint our bodies for football games, and that's what I did. Yeah, teenage hormones. That's for sure. Oh, those boys. And it never helped that, half of the band was dating each other. It would make for some unproductive times. I felt so bad for our marching band folk, like our teacher. We had 4 main teachers. We had a band director, assistant band director, the band director's wife, who was the band director at the junior high school. So she trained them to be in our high school band, and she did the formations and stuff. And then our drumline instructor. Oh, and I guess then and he had an assistant. We were a very big marching band. So this sounds like a lot, but and then we had a color guard instructor. Yeah, that's kind of how it felt at our school also. Our marching band was pretty much top of, I mean, there were times that certain groups, namely the brass section, weren't as good. Yeah, I felt so bad for all those folks. Not only are you navigating teenage hormones, but you're navigating a bunch of them dating and breaking up with each other. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Lauren. Scandal. That's gross. Oh, interesting. I mean, I do know that in our high school, one of our computer science teachers, he didn't date one of the girls while she was in high school. Although, I mean, I never took computer science classes, but other folks have told me that there was a lot of flirting that happened. But they did later get married. They started dating not too long after she graduated. That's yikes. That's a big yikes. Yeah. That's kind of the perfect word for it. Yeah. But the fact that it happened, yeah, exactly. But it was so weird, yeah. That's uncomfortable. That's for sure uncomfortable. All right. I need to prep for my meeting at 10:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and head off. I think I will be skipping. I think I'm going to be doing lives Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I might have to skip Thursday because of a meeting that I have in the morning. And it's that meeting, like sometimes I put off, sometimes I don't. So I think it's kind of important for me to go this week. I have to double check and see like if I can work around her schedule or mine. But I may not be doing Thursday. I will let you all know in the community tab and on my Instagram stories. And then I'll also be doing a live on Friday. So I hope everyone has a great day. I really appreciate you coming all these mornings. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.